Finally, it works. Fantastic. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see what type of... Don't have much lighting going on here. All right, guys, so before you guys come in, I'm going to try to find some lighting that works. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're watching the replay, we'll just lower the lighting a little bit. Hey, all right. Technical difficulties. All right, so this is going to be a reading for my beautiful Cancers who have a sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Cancer. This is going to be a general love reading, so please take the messages that resonate with you. Always check your moon, your rising, and your Venus if these messages don't provide enough insight. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, and following me on Instagram, Facebook, where I post daily, and here on the community tab as well. All right, so Cancer, if you need a personal reading, you could always reach out through my website. All my information is in the description box. And if you'd like to donate as well, all my information is through my description in my YouTube channel description box. So let's take a look at the energies that are coming towards you, what you're going to be dealing with when it comes to relationships, when it comes to connections. Hi, Sunflower Tarot. How are you doing? Long time no see. Reina, how are you? So the last reading, which was a timeless reading, there was no date or month. I remember it being about something being hidden in plain sight. So maybe something is not being revealed to you just yet, just because this involves other people's free will choices. Also, just because the conditions are not right and maybe you're not ready to receive what it is that you're calling in. So this is the first message that's coming up for my Cancer, rising, sun, moon, and Venus. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So yeah, there's this period of time where you have to wait, but you're not waiting in vain here. You're waiting, but you're planting seeds and you are staying present. And if that means that you're overwhelmed, and like you said, Reina, you're tired, you're drained, then be in that energy. Don't run away from it, because running away from it is just going to cause more delays in the future and more resistance. So yeah, this has to do with obviously a commitment here. I feel like it's just behind the scenes. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. If you want this type of vibration of a commitment, then we need to be in alignment with it. So it takes time, and especially now with Mars going retrograde, things are definitely going to be slowing down. So if the energy is telling you to rest and take naps and slow down, then do so. That's part of being in the present moment. It's part of surrendering to the present moment. So you're on the right track if you are following your feelings. Codependency. Express your love. So codependency is telling me addictions are affecting your romantic love life. So this can be you being attached to certain ways of being. This can also be being attached to unhealthy lifestyles. So that's going to be different for everybody. It can be the way you eat, the way you nourish and consume, just the way you engage, what you're engaging in, who you're speaking to, what you're watching, what you're listening to. be careful, because the shadow energy is coming up for a lot of people in the collective in the next few months. The goal here with the astrology, that it is going to be a little bit difficult, is to get people to look at what is no longer working out for them. What are they still attached to that is of a lower vibration? So whatever it is that's making you feel down or low energy, try to look at that. Try to see what is preventing you from opening up. So here we have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Oh, that vulnerability, the heart chakra being activated. I think a lot of you are having to deal with the codependencies, maybe from the past, attachments, things that you haven't been, looking after, and now it's in front of you and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna take care of myself, I'm gonna take care of my body. It's all connecting the mind, body, and soul. Express your love tells me that more and more people will be encouraged, or even maybe nudged and forced for some people, to feel their feelings. This is about, again, opening, activating the heart chakra. If we're not allowing ourselves to be vulnerable with ourselves, then how can we expect this type of energy to come into our life? I don't know if there's just too much lighting here. It's kind of irritating. Okay, that's a bit better. So those are the messages that I'm getting through from the very start. And look at this, calling in your soulmate. So the ones who've been following me for the longest time, I've created a crystal bracelet based on this energy of calling in, your person, if this is what you're being drawn to do. And I've simply sat down with the energies of these crystals, and you can check this out on my website. But yeah, I've really tried to harness this energy of calling in what it is you want, and what your higher self truly thinks is best for you at this time. So let's get some tarot and see what else comes up. Okay, I think we're gonna go with, this is the astrology moon. Okay, we're gonna go with the Witch's Tarot here, the everyday Witch's Tarot, and see what other messages want to come. Ace of Swords, communication breakthroughs. Wow, that flew right out. So you remember in your previous video, in the previous Cancer reading, we saw that things were hidden. Maybe in the month of September, things are going to get more clear. You're going to get maybe some clarity. I'm sorry about the glare. Some clarity in situations that you've been waiting on. But again, it might be just news about something. Communication, yeah. Information that's been long overdue here, that's been on a standstill, The Hangman is that pause button, that surrendering, that looking at something from a different perspective here. Maybe you've been in this surrender mode or in this pause mode because you've been just waiting for some clarity to come through. And you see how she's holding up the sword in the sky here. It's maybe this is even communicating with spirit. I'm feeling like some of you might feel trapped, and this is why you're just surrendering this to the universe at this point. You're communicating, you're expressing, you're being more vulnerable. Three of Pentacles. This has to do with working with other people, collaborating with others. Somebody might be watching you work with other people, I'm getting as well. You see how this guy right here is watching them work? Okay, so, but this can also symbolize, again, cooperating with other people. That Mercury, was it Mercury? Yes, Mercury in Libra. That's an energy shift I'm gonna have to talk about very soon. Mercury from Virgo is going into Libra. So the way we communicate and the way we collaborate is gonna have to be with people who are on the same page as us. It's working together for a common goal here. You can't go at this alone, but you have to be able to figure out who you can express yourself to, because the Queen of Cups is that Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. This is you. But it's allowing yourself to be more vulnerable by looking at who you can just be with, who you can work with. This is more like work, collaboration. Who can help you to express yourself better. Knight of Wands. Again, we have this quick energy, impulsive with the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sag energy, but it's impulsive. It comes in and it goes out very quickly. And then with the Page of Swords, this can also speak of someone who is investigating, who is not communicating directly, but who wants to rush in. It's like two different energies. I don't want to communicate. I'm still going to stand back and look like this guy was doing. I'm going to look. I'm going to watch. I'm not going to say anything. But deep down, they have this intention of rushing in. Whoops. Now, keep in mind, Mars going retrograde. Mars is in Aries. Retrograde means it's slowing down. It can cause a lot of frustration. Sexual frustration for some people. Aggression. You know, everything that was pent up. This is why they're saying express your love. Maybe this person has kept their feelings suppressed. The suppressed emotions will have to be dealt with during Mars retrograde. So I'm going to give you the date. Mars retrograde actually is starting very soon. We can also feel the energy if you're empathic. We're September 8th, but it starts tomorrow. September 9th, goes on until November 13th. So we got a long journey with Mars being retrograde there. So with this energy, we need to be really, really patient. We need to stay really grounded because people can lose it a little bit. Because again, it's stemming from that repressed emotion, that maybe repressed anger for some people that might trigger them even more because Mars is slowing down and it's causing roadblocks. And people who don't deal with their reality, well, they experience roadblocks in a more challenging way than some of us who've learned how to be more patient and more grounded, and we see things from a higher perspective. So this is Eight of Pentacles is telling me there's a work. You might meet this person at work. You might have met them at work. If not, this is just you working. Someone watching you work. Yeah, look, watching. Knight of Cups. I'm telling you, there's a secret admirer energy, whether that's you or this other person. And maybe you might not even be aware of them watching. You see how he has the intention to come forward. The Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There's hearts everywhere. There's bubbles everywhere. He's kind of smitten, but he hasn't really stepped up to the plate. Strength could be a Leo. Okay, so he has a lot of strong will here with the Strength card that's holding him back. A lot of strength that's keeping him. Well, look, he's not gonna, or he or she is not gonna want to stay put for long. The Chariot is forward progress and movement. They want to come in. This is Cancer energy. This can also be your energy where they're coming towards you or have this intention to come towards you. Let's get some other cards here for a new spread. Thank you guys for tuning in, settling. Ooh, comfort zone, right? That's Cancer energy. The low vibration of Cancer energy is that it wants to stay in situations that feel familiar and comfortable and secure. But is it a false sense of security? Because when this card comes up, it's telling me that you're settling. You're settling into something that maybe you're codependent in, right? Where the codependency card came in from the very beginning. So what is it that you're still not willing to step out of your comfort zone? What is it that's stopping you? for preventing you from taking that leap. What other energies that want to come up for my beautiful Cancer spirit? Winter. Ooh, interesting. The winter season is going to get interesting for you guys. So again, with that Mars retrograde, you might start seeing the fruits of your labor during the winter time for some of you. So gotta be patient, because look, it did fall on the Hanged Man. So for now, things are at a stalemate. Winter season for us in the Northern Hemisphere, of course. For some of you, you're going to be staying in a situation out of familiarity, sense of comfort until the winter. You're going to be gaining some epiphanies and breakthroughs with that Ace of Swords about how you've been settling. Things are going to get more clear. Okay, so these cards speak of what just happened in the summer season. Lessons, summer. Karmic wrap-ups, lessons that needed to be learned with the people and the connections that you had during the summer months. So some of you might be, feeling a little bit like a victim and saying, oh, well, why did this happen to me? Well, in a sense, you kind of signed up for it on a higher vibration. You wanted to learn this lesson in order to become more evolved, more understanding of what it is that you need, what it is that you deserve. Going through that lesson changed you, gave you that experience, that new perspective. Yeah, there's a muse here. So basically you needed something to inspire you to step out of the old. For some of you, you're creating something. The paintbrush speaks of creativity. You're making something. Could be painting, it could be drawing, it's artsy. It could be artsy. Makeup for some of you. What other messages do they need to know? Aesthetics. Patience. Oh no, I thought it was patient. It looks like the patience card. Solitude. So this is really, again, learning how to be on our own a little bit, because this is where we gain clarity. This is where we start understanding things from a different perspective. You see, as above, so below. Fifth dimension, the spiritual realm here. Something is being worked out in the spiritual realm in the fifth dimension. You might be dreaming of something, of someone, maybe someone you haven't really known in this life just yet, but let's get some more messages here. There's something that you're working on for yourself that's manifesting first in the fifth dimension, because that's how it works. It has to manifest first in the spiritual realm in order for it to be a vibrational match to the third dimension. Okay, so some of you might be still dreaming or still attached. We saw that codependency card to someone from your past, a past soulmate, karmic soulmate, because we saw the lessons. So we have bound. Again, this speaks of codependency. What are you still attached to? What are you still holding on to? It could be in the subconscious mind as well, but it's showing up in your dreams, in the subconscious with the fifth dimension. All right. Yeah, patience. I had seen it in my head. It's so strange. Patience is, yeah, well, you got to surrender at this point. You got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, they're saying. Devotion. Yeah, this is the heart chakra. You express your love. Again, this is someone that might want to express how we feel, but something is holding them back. Could be hurt from a past relationship that they're still bonded to. Remember, this could be the cross watcher as well. But there's a level of emotion here with that devotion card. because it's open. It's open and it's light. The light of the candle is like just shining the light on how they feel. Yeah, somebody was heartbroken, definitely. And that situation really helped them to awaken. So you see, we have separation, heartbreak. You know, this could be this person that's watching you or you watching them, but someone here had to go through this in order to awaken. Now, I'm still annoyed with this lighting. How's the lighting, guys, on your end? I'm really sorry if it's... Okay, let's just go back to the original. So they needed this. They needed that in order to learn the lessons and in order to level up. You know, the lessons are there. But again, pause. Someone needs to take it from the very beginning. We saw that. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. The Hangman. Solitude. So it's going to feel a little bit uncomfortable for the ones who are not used to being alone, but it's really helping this person to understand what it is that they want and need. And they're really, look, refocused. Someone walked away from something, is now focusing on something else. And it's during this period of contemplation, they might be contemplating, and I think this is what we're going to need during the next few months. Contemplating. And it doesn't mean that nothing is happening while we're in this space of nothingness. It's we're moving the energy, we're allowing energy to move through us. And sometimes you just need to surrender to that. And I know a lot of people are used to, you know, always being on the go and acting and doing things and going places, but it doesn't feel like taking action in this spread is what is suggested. So let's get some Moonology cards and see what other energies come up for you guys. Luck is on your side. Full new moon in Sagittarius. Blessings. Don't let your past hold you. The South Node. South Node speaks of our karmic debts, lessons that we've signed up for in this lifetime because apparently we didn't learn those lessons in the past lives, which is okay. We have to surrender to that. We have to be okay with that. We have to stop shaming ourselves and other people. There's just lessons that we had to learn again because they were not properly learned in those past lives. So don't let your past hold you back. This is whatever it is that caused this. So blessings on the other side, blessings in disguise. Once you've mastered those past life lessons that keep repeating themselves. What is it that you're still holding on to? The energy is gaining momentum. You see, slowly but surely, the energy will gain momentum for you. But I'm sure for a lot of you, it's going to reach its peak in the winter. Right? So be patient. Winter, probably, I would say, after December 2020, like January, things will pick up. I'm feeling that. All right, let's get some mermaid messages and see what other messages come up here. Hope. Yeah, it fell on the Eight of Pentacles. There's someone or something that's working on something. You're putting in the work. You're diligent. They're saying to have hope. I'm not sure what work you're putting in here, but there's hope. At the end, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Light at the end of the tunnel. So Eight of Pentacles, you're slowly but surely getting there. The energy is gaining momentum. I lost you guys. Okay, re-energize. Again, this speaks of what I was saying from the very beginning. What are you putting your attention on? What are you focusing on? Because this is a time for you in September to re-energize your batteries. So that takes you being in a place of surrender and calm, really getting out of, you know, removing all of that outside noise. How are you nourishing yourself, mind, body, and soul? is coming up for you in the month of September. So be careful with your health. Health, well-being is coming up strong. Be spontaneous. Landed on solitude. Yeah, for some of you who are used to controlling or wanting control and wanting to know when things are happening and who with who and how and all the questions in the world, you gotta let go of the timing and of the outcome of how it will happen. So be spontaneous, be in the moment. And I think it's in the moments of solitude where you're going to feel that spontaneity the most. Yeah, you see the future came out. This is all about your future. A lot of you are very, very much focused on the future, but you need to come back. You need to come back to this moment here. You have to roll with the punches, they're saying. Dreaming. So yeah, dreams are really big. If you saw my video on Instagram, yesterday I posted a video about the dream that I recently had. It is in the air. Dreams are part of what the collective is experiencing. So this can be during the night or during the day. You could be daydreaming. Dreaming about something, about manifesting something. It can also be about memories from the past or recreating that story from the past. There's a lot of getting lost in this timeline, which is completely normal because timelines are shifting, the energy is shifting. So it's like the old version of you is still lingering, but your new version of you is trying to still assimilate the new energies. So this is why maybe you're feeling more tired and drained and sore. With Mars retrograde, they also talk about inflammation. So fevers for some people, rashes. Remember, this is all internal. So when we are not dealing with our stress well, that's why they keep saying mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. Be careful with the way you're treating your body, because the more you're stressed, the more you don't take care of that anxiety, the more it shows up in the physical. So through fever, through muscle pain, through rashes. There was something else that someone had mentioned, an astrologer had mentioned. Yeah, because Mars is a fiery energy, right? So we got to be careful. Okay, let's get one last one. Inner knowing. Yeah, this is, again, you know at the end of the day what is best for you. Inner knowing is getting in touch with that intuitive ability. You might not get, the data or the facts. They might not show up for you in the physical, but you have this inner knowing, this inner wisdom that guides you and that continuously says you're on the right path, you're doing the right thing. Tweak this, tweak that. Maybe you should cut down on coffee. Maybe you should cut down on sugar. There's an inner knowing that you're continuously going to get in September in order for you to realign with these energies that might stir up a little bit of discomfort in all of us, right? I will get, what messages does Spirit want? Yeah, okay. Angel answers. And then we'll wrap this up. Thank you so much, guys. My goodness, time flies. 28 minutes. All right. Angels, what last messages, takeaway messages? Perfect timing. Everything is happening in perfect timing. You're on the right path. So if you're feeling like there's things that are not moving forward, it's meant to be that way. It's meant to be that way. Yes, they agree with me. Okay. Yay. Awesome. Yes. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting. You guys are awesome. Please reach out if you need a personal reading. You can also donate if these messages assisted you. I appreciate every single one of you who is tuning in now and who will be tuning in the future. So have a great afternoon. I will be doing the next reading, which will be, I think, Libra. So if you want to stick around for that, if you have Libra in your chart. If not, have a great day, evening, night, wherever you are. See you soon.